Now the Mars is going to enter Aries. Look at that. It already did at 8:32 a.m. It's going to stay in Aries today all the way until June 8th, okay? Displacement enhances all the qualities Mars embodies because Mars is the ruler of Aries. Okay? And when you have Mars, the ruler of Aries, you get action, you get energy, you get assertiveness, very potent, very direct energy. Okay. Now, Mars itself, the planet itself, let's pretend it's not in Aries. The planet itself is about action, initiation, courage, bravery, conflict, aggression, wars as well. Physical energy, activity, sexual desires or desire, passion, ambition, competitiveness, impulsiveness, risk taking. There's anger, there's frustration because Mars rules over our temper and how we express our anger. So get ready for some outbursts, okay? Assertiveness and assertion, survival instincts. Mars enhances our basic survival instincts. If you are trapped somewhere, if you are stuck somewhere, that Mars energy is going to keep you brave. I am a Mars in Gemini, so I'm going to be thinking of several ways of trying to not be trapped. So Mars is the multitask of the zodiac sign, pushing into and maybe want to talk my way out of being trapped because Mars is a strong communicator. And we have pushing individuals to fighting for their need and protecting themselves in critical situation. Let me tell you some other things that Mars represents. Because Mars is in the sign Aries, listen to me. While it's in this placement, you're going to hear a lot about these topics, okay? You're going to hear probably a lot about abortions. Now, I know Mercury is more about the hearing, but the action of people doing action are fighting about these things, are getting frustrated about the, the thought of, I was going to say something else, but the thought of Aries. And remember, Mercury's in a sign Aries too. Here you have Mercury in Aries, okay? So we have accidents, sudden deaths, deaths by accidents, there's violence. Aries and Mercury and Mars is also dealing with the head. It's dealing with headaches in your face, the forehead and acne, anything dealing with your head, right? That's Aries energy. It makes me think of Rihanna. I think she's an Aries rising. She has like a huge forehead. Ooh, I wonder what Tyra Banks is. I'll look that up after this video is over. And not insulting. It's very beautiful because remember, you're dealing with the ram, so you are going to get a huge forehead. But the themes of a head, things coming ahead also. You have armed forces, you have guns, you have weapons, gunshots, anger, things that are barbaric, brutal, killings, bullets, sharp objects. When you have all those things, you also have the military, armed forces, battles, attacks, assaults, combat, crimes of violence, masquerades, blood. Now, Mars is also in charge of red because my Mars and Venus are kind of close together. I do like, well, they're kind of close, they're in the same sign, but I do like touches of red, not too much red, but the color of red makes me go, oh, it's so pretty. That is because my Venus, the planet of love, is looking at Mars like, hey, over there, and there is the color red. Now, there's controversies, there's challenges and madness, there's torture, passion. Mars is also representing that sex drive. So, sex, not your sexuality, but the act of intimacy. Okay. Another word for sex and x-rays. Now, Aries, the zodiac sign itself, it's all about initiative and starting and being first. There's leadership, again, bravery. Common theme with this Mars and Aries. There's energy because Mars in Aries represents the physical body too. So there's impulsiveness, impatientness, competitive, a lot of athletic energy, honesty and direct. Also, when you're achieving something, you might be like, I want to be first kind of energy, even in good spirits. So just watch out for that. It's good though. Okay. Independence, because Aries values the self, the one, the uno, and self sufficiency. So a lot of like using your own skills and your own resources to achieve things. Okay. Short temper. First of all, Aries is quick. Remember, it's first. It wants to move fast. It wants to get there first. And you have the anger in Mars, and Aries is fast. So you will have some quick tempers, okay? Short tempers too, because it's so quick that it will be quick and it will be short, okay? Adventurous, Aries is a fire sign. Fire signs are very adventurous. Also, anything about renewal, because you're talking about the start, the first, and new beginnings, also represents Aries, okay? And I said the physical body and being first. Now we have Mars in Aries, which is basically the same thing. But we are going to hear a lot about boxing and fighters. Mercury enter Aries, and people were watching that big boxing fight. I don't know anything about boxing, even though my husband owns a boxing gym. I'm oblivious, but I was actually organizing my makeup while they were shouting about the fight. Apparently, it was a great fight. That was Mercury in the sign Aries. I think Aries, Mercury was retrograding at that time, but apparently it was a great fight to watch. Also, Mars and Aries, that's Mercury. Mars and Aries is also about being an athlete and a boxer. It's also soccer players, but if you're in the offensive soccer, wrestlers, it's spontaneous energy. Head straight for your goals. Anything heading straight forward, moving forward. Again, the head, jumping into, okay? Arrogant ego, reckless, easily excitable. There's hot headedness. Again, you see the head, and you have quick arousal, macho energy, the hunter, the hero, the conqueror, fast driving as well. Mars always represents how you drive. If you are Mars in Virgo, you probably drive so slow. Okay. If you're Mars in Leo, let me know if you fight while you're driving. Do you get into fights a lot when when you drive? So yes, I'm a Mars and Gemini. I tend to drive fast. I want to get there really, really quick to any place I have to go to. It's really ridiculous, but that is the Mars and Gemini. So now Mars is in the sign Aries. As a collective, you're going to see a lot of drive fast. People who are driving fast, let them drive fast. Please, please be safe out there. Even though Mercury is not retrograding, still be careful of what's going on, okay? Mars and Aries, you're going to see a lot of daredevils, things that are very direct, things that are short lived because Aries is so fast. When Aries, we had an eclipse in Aries not too long ago. If you were aware, I was aware the side effects came faster than ever, way before the eclipse even happened, because Aries is such a fast energy, very quick and very intense. Increased energy, boldness and courage, impatient or impulsive, and directness in action, drive for independence, enhance physical activity, work out. Get your beast on, okay? Entrepreneurial ventures, quick flare-ups are possible. Leadership, problem solving, excellent for tackling problems that require straightforward solutions. Aggression and conflict, lack of patience, overconfident, because Mars in Aries is very bold and assertive. So it could be overconfident or very arrogant. You can have a burnout because you think you're so powerful and strong, and you start these huge projects and you can't maintain them. Okay. Domineering behavior, increased global tensions. If you think it's intense now, Mars in Aries is going to make it more intense. Impulsive political decisions. Leaders and governments might be more impulsive. Public restlessness and protest, the desire for immediate action and resistance against oppression and stagnation. Now, Mars in Aries, all these people who are protesting, watch them not have patience. They're going to be like, no, we demand it now. They're going to be more stronger than ever. So listen to it in the news. If you're protesting, please try to be patient and think about the long term of things. Okay. There's also accidents and incidents of violence with Mars in Aries. There's economic aggression. This transit might encourage aggressive economic strategies, such as competitive trade policies and rapid shifts in the market strategies. And those things aren't long term. So think of more long term, especially if you're dealing with stocks, because we do have Jupiter in a sign Taurus and Uranus in a sign Taurus and are conjunct. So just be patient. Business may take bolder, riskier moves. Okay. Pioneering initiatives, increase physical and collective energy, resurgence and renewal. What else do we have? Oh, survival instinct. strengthening that and being more resilient as a collective. Okay. Rapid response to challenges. Now, fire related accidents. I always think of this more as Leo energy, but Aries is a fire sign. So there may be some increase in fire related incidents and accidents. For example, like a car crashing, or maybe someone doing a stunt double thing and maybe into a fire, but something dealing with fire, the element fire. Okay. Bold political moves, military actions, because Mars is the planet of war. So there may be increase in military actions or conflicts during this time. Personal growth and development. It makes me think of the polarizing sign Libra. And I remember when Mars was in Libra and I had an incident behind my building. And I am very outspoken with my Mars in Gemini. And I was so passive aggressive. So to have the opposite energy, and I really hated that, because I'm such a vocal person, and I have a Mercury in Leo. So I'm very bold and courageous already with that fire energy. So to have this Mars in Leo, I don't need it. So this is really good for people who have Libra energy. This will help you out. Now, how does this revolutionize your life? Because I discussed that earlier in a video if you are listening. And I'm going to tell you how this is going to help us and you as a collective. It's not all bueno. It's not all about fights and wars or someone being first or competition. Now, this is going to boost your confidence. Okay, we're going to be feeling more confident sexually or trying to achieve sex, more confident even just in your day-to-day life and doing things and achieving your goals. There's going to be more courage. There's initiation and new beginnings because Aries is all about a new start, and Mars is going to fuel that energy to really initiate something. If you've been scared to start it, Mars in Aries is going to help you start that. So it's very exciting with that. Increase physical energy. Just like I said, work out, take advantage, go running. Oh, go run in the sun. Anything competitive, really. Competitive workouts. If you have to do like a workout and it involves like, it makes me think of like this thing called Cycle Bar, and it has like everyone's status of like how far they are in cycling, and you're going to really want to be on top. So this is a great time if you're trying to lose weight for the summer. Talking to myself, this is going to work great with that. Heighten assertiveness, quick decision making. Okay, because that Mars in Aries is going to enhance your ability to make decisions quickly. Makes me think of all those Virgos energy. Okay, your passion and interest really is going to be jumped up. If you felt disconnected from what excites you, Mars in Aries can rekindle that enthusiasm, improving leadership skills. If you are someone who is not the boss, Mars in Aries is going to wake you up, okay? Resolving conflicts. Now, I know Mars is about increasing some conflicts. It also provides some straightforward energy to addressing and resolving some long-standing disputes. So you may be passive aggressive, or you may not want to deal with it, but that Mars in Aries is going to help resolve the energy because you are going to be very bold and courageous. So this is how Mars and Aries is going to help the collective. Now, what do we have here? Fantastic. I can't seem to get back into working out. Yes, it's going to help you work out. I'm reading the comments and Queen's talking. Now we have the aspects. So what do we have? Now, if you look at this Mars and Aries, all the planets for the most part are hanging out on this side. Now the moon is going to move all around and moves fast, but for the most part, they're all hanging on the same side. So Mars is not going to get that much interaction with the other planets. It's going to get some conjunctions here, meaning that they're going to be close to these energies, not Mercury. Mercury will be moving. Also, you will get a little, actually, let me tell you. So on the 3rd of on the 3rd of May, it is going to move to 2 degrees. Right now, it's currently in 0 degrees, and that represents supreme power. It's also a Taurus degree, so anything dealing with your resources, right? So, but Mars is also going to sextile Pluto. We are going to discuss that, but it's going to help us focus our energy and drive towards achieving our goals. So we have that on the 3rd. Now, May 6th, because we don't have a lot of aspects happening with Mars, I find that the degrees are going to be more important to pay attention to. And when it hits 5 degrees, and that's going to be May 6th, May 6th, we're going to be more into our sex. Okay, intimacy. This degree is connected to beauty, desire, sex appeal, receiving sexual attention. So if you have a loved one you want to connect with, go ahead and use that day, May 6th. Great energy for that. On the 14th, now it would enter 11 degrees, and 11 degrees is, I think it's an Aquarius degree. Yeah, I think it is an Aquarius degree. So thinking outside the box, but also it's very potent, and it's about divide or suicide or divorce is more what I'm thinking. So be aware of that coming up. I'm not condoning. I shouldn't even say that word. I think they like bleep it out. So yes, but yes, offing yourself, I think is like, yes, but that's what that degree represents. Also on the 19th is going to be it's going to be conjunct the North Node, and it will be opposing the South Node, and that's going to help you align your actions with your higher purpose and let go of that past patterns, which is dealing with relationships or again not being assertive and bold. Okay, so those things will be holding you back. You're going to be dealing with that on the 19th. On the 20th, we are dealing with some car accidents that could be happening, especially when people are driving fast, because we'll enter 15 degrees. Now, this will be mainly for some Virgo placements because it will be in their 8th house, which is dealing with Scorpio energy. So be aware of that, or anyone, yeah, be aware of that, okay? May, what else we have? May 24th is going to enter the 18th degree, which represents pure evil. Calm down. They may not affect you, but that represents like a rare disease. It could affect the collective, not you personally, okay? Tragic accidents and facing some hardships. On the 29th, it is 22 degrees. It will enter, and that is killed or be killed. That also means like something could be rebirthing and dying, a friendship. Just a situation doesn't necessarily mean that you are dying, okay? So do not take it so literal. It's just what it could symbolically mean as well. Also, on the 29th is going to be conjunct Chiron. So there's some healing, bringing up some old wounds and insecurities that can lead to some healing. So facing the fears head on, we have with this Mars and Aries. Okay, let me drink some water. Now, actually, let me pull a card for everyone. Everyone who is watching this video, I have two decks here. I have the Cosmic Oracle, and I have this tarot deck. I think it's the Boho. Oh, here we go. The Bohemian Secret Tarot deck. Okay, that's one of my favorite tarot decks. Okay, so let me pull some cards for everyone. Today, Mars enters Aries. So this is for Mars entering Aries as a collective, and for everyone watching, what can we expect from ourselves? Okay, and we have World Within Worlds. Ooh, let's see. Let's narrow this down. When we pull the tarot, World Within Worlds, and it's a 36, so that means like there's some closure happening. Okay, let's see what we have with connected to tarot. Ooh, fire energy, which is Aries. I'm going to read what this card means because I kind of can't. World Within Worlds, like the bigger picture, I kind of think is what that means. Let's see. Let me tell you quickly. We have, well, peace comes within the souls of men when they realize their oneness within the universe, connecting with the universe and being the king of brooms. This card serves as a reminder to look within yourself for answers. It's wonderful that you're so open to the opinions of others, but be discerning. Use your inner, this makes me think of using your instincts. Connect with the world, but what does your gut tell you? Because that's what the Aries energy would tell all of us as a collective. And then it's saying to be the king of brooms. And the king of brooms is the king of Aries, to be assertive, to be courageous, to start something new while using your instincts, while using your gut opinions, while using discernment. Okay. Connect with the world, yet be the individual, because you are your own world. Very positive, okay? So that's something that we need to all understand while Mars is in Aries.